Well, you guys have heard about the barn finds and stuff that you come across. Well, this is one where, as I say, I was always going to restore and never quite ever did. But I am going to start today, and that is on a 1967 Barracuda convertible. As you can see, it's customized way back when. And let me get over to this because I have to climb over stuff to get into everything. As you can see, it is a Barris Barracuda. So this thing here has the 71 CUDA gills on it, and although we can't really tell, but it has some kind of custom hood on it. It's, you know, it has a lot of the old look at the old accelerator and stuff. And you know, I used to show this thing back in the 80s and 90s, and I don't know, about 2000 I just kind of quit driving it. I don't know why. And it runs good, it goes good, but I'm gonna probably have to go through all the seals and stuff on this thing. And so let's probably clean out the gas tank. As you can see, I converted this thing over to 4.5 bolt pattern on front and rear. Front has disc brakes on it, and the rear end has a rear spoiler on it, a little ducktail spoiler. I don't know the real story on that, and kind of came with the car. It had these wood things which I covered in, you know, the cheap carpet and stuff. And of course, as you can see, the front's full of stuff. You know, I'm not really much into stuff. I got a Volkswagen convertible also that my wife drives all the time. This thing here has all sorts of neat contraptions on it. It has air shocks, which has its own onboard air. It has, oh, looky here, a Protectomatic theft thing, and you know that works great. You know, absolutely. It goes beep, 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 beep. The reason I started last time I quit driving, which has been years ago, as you can tell by all the dirt and debris piled on top of it, and there's some ultra rare headrests that goes with the car, is that well, I had a little bit of rust, very little, on this rear quarter, which I'm fixing. And of course, you know, I got my little paint cans here and stuff, and kind of treating all that inside, and I decided, you know, I wanted to you know, put in a new fuse panel in it, because the old fuse panel had a lot of rust in it. So I did that, and then of course, as you can see, this thing has a lot of unique things to this. It has that pistol grip shifter. It has a I think that's a not a GTO, but a Valiant or something. It has a Plymouth Center in it. I don't think it's actually an authentic 67 Barracuda steering wheel, but you know. And of course, as you can see, the floorboards they're in great shape. I just simply covered them up because when I first got the car, it didn't have anything in it, and as you know, it well, was hot inside. In about I think about 2005, 2000, just say before 2010, I decided to put air conditioning in it, and so that's a little bit of a air. You know what? I bet you that thing still works. It worked real good. And there's this door panel, which is, you know, I don't know exactly if that's a 67 or not door panel. I don't think the door handles are, because I don't think they had ashtrays in the front. But you got to realize, back when this car was built back in the 60s, everybody, I think, smoked. Anyway, there's the all this stuff, and that's pretty much the interior of it. The top, although it's showing its age, I put this thing on myself back in I want to say heck, probably 95. It's a JC Whitney top, and back then they were like 99 bucks, you know, and you put it on. And of course, you know, I didn't do such a whoop-de-pop-bang good job on it. As you can see the wrinkles on it, but you know, I learned a lot doing that one. And just as you can see, the dust and the debris that's been piled up on top of this thing. Let's take a, as you can see, the floor mats that were in it, which are really old, cool, old, I don't know, keep on trucking type things. And here, let's see. Oh, here, let's take a look at this. Let's see here. What does that say? It says Mopar. Although I can't, I'm trying to focus in on it. Mopar, there it is. Super Weekend 97, Heartland Park, Topeka. So that was pretty much the last show this thing was in. Just napkins get piled on top of stuff. Look at the dirt. You know, and this thing's been sitting. Why do I let this thing sit so long? I don't know. I can't answer any of that. But it has the cool windshield wipers that I kind of like, with the little airfoils on them, which is kind of cool. We're kind of digging this thing out. Let's go ahead, and I don't know if there's, I used to have a lock on it. I don't know if it's still, yeah, I feel the lock. So I guess that maybe I should have taken that lock off. Hey, there's Alf. Hi, Alf. What do you say about that car? Oh my God, Willie, that doesn't look very good. Yeah, well, we'll make it look a lot better. And here's the hood. Let's get back to this hood. Another custom touch this thing has. And that looks to be like an oversized GTO hood, but that's metal. I mean, it is metal. And it's all welded in. Whoever did the job of welding it did a real good job, because it, you know, as we say, it's in there. And I think the grill, let's take a look here. I'm just seeing if the lock is still on here. I'm thinking that it is. I can't tell. I'm sorry for this bad camera angling, because I'm just doing this by myself. There's the other seat. And when I got this car, it didn't have no motor in it, no transmission, sitting in the middle of a farmer's field. And it was rough, as far as the inner fenders were rotted on it, which I replaced them. And of course, a lot of this other stuff was on it, but you know, it just needed a lot of help at that point in time. And of course, it needs a lot of help again, you know, 20, 30, 40 years later. And here's some ventilated seats that went in there. I don't know if you guys know this, but everybody swears up and down about how wonderful convertibles are. But man, you drive them in the winter, or I mean summer, not winter, it's winter now. Man, your butts gets hot. My wife calls them ouchie seats. They're vinyl, even though they're white. I hate to even think what the hell this is like if it had black vinyl seats in it. I don't know. Originally, I'm thinking that it had a black top on it when I first got it, and I changed it to white because, well, you know, I just thought it looked a little better. And, you know, I want the car to have a happy look. And let's see if, I don't know if the hood will come open on this, because it's been, I don't know the last time I actually opened the hood on this thing. Let's see if it'll,